Welcome to your flow. I'm going to meet you at the top of your mat, and we are just going to start in mountain pose. So when you get there, we're just going to find our footing here, get grounded down. So we're going to spread those toes really wide and just start to shift the weight front and back, maybe right to left, until you really start to feel the pads of the feet ground down into the earth. Really noticing and imagining that the pads of the feet could grow roots down through the mat into the earth, keeping you nice and stable. So stable, so much so you could look down and lift the toes. And now that the feet are nice and grounded, we're gonna work our way up. Maybe notice if our knees are locked out, creating a nice little micro bend. Wherever the arms are, we just drop them to the sides, allowing the palms to slightly face open. Closing off the eyes, bringing our attention into our breath. Nice big inhale in through the chest to fill the belly. And as we exhale, maybe just bringing the hands to the front of the hips, maybe noticing how we could make them as neutral as possible. So maybe they already are, or maybe we notice we've got a little bit of a tuck of the tailbone, or maybe we've got a little bit of a tilt. So we just want to bring that to as neutral as possible, hip bones facing forward. Nice micro bend in those knees, imagining those rib cage just sitting nice and comfortably. They're not too flared out. We're not looking for a ton of rib activation. We're just looking for a really nice neutral stance. Beautiful. One more nice big inhale collectively together here in this mountain pose. Sigh it out with me. One more nice big inhale. The gaze can look up. Keeping the hands clasped together. Gaze just looks between the arms there. As we start to tip the body over to the right, getting a nice side body stretch within the left side body. Nice big inhale brings you back up. Exhale tips you over to the opposite side. Nice stretch within the right side body. One more round. This time I just want you to make note of what your ribs are doing. Maybe see if we can tuck them in. Imagine the entire body was one nice long clean line from the side. Really allowing the core to direct the movement, dropping the hands down to the sides, just giving those shoulders a little shimmy, and then making some really nice big shoulder circles, alternative shoulder circles, just getting into those shoulder joints, warming things up. Coming back to neutral, one more nice big inhale, we root to rise, bringing the arms all the way up to the top, and as we exhale, we fold all the way down. Once we meet the mat, a nice big inhale, bringing the hands to the shins, imagining we could create a tabletop with the back. Nice big exhale, we fold back down, forward fold, grabbing hold of opposite elbows, allowing gravity to do a little bit of work here in our first forward fold of the practice. Coming back to the breath. Noticing if wherever you feel sensation most, you could almost imagine sending that breath there. And as we exhale, imagining that that inhale allowed a little bit more space to sink a little deeper. Nice big inhale, we're just going to bring the hands in front of the feet, and we're just going to step the feet back into our tabletop, dropping those knees, finding them underneath the hips. We can wag our tail once we get here just to adjust. Looking down at our fingers are spread really nice and wide to really press those finger pads into the mat. As we wag our tail to find some nice alignment, we've got those hips over top of those knees. And from here, next big inhale, we drop the belly, allowing the heart to look forward. Exhale, we reverse that, rounding in the spine, tucking the chin. Moving at your own pace, allowing these cat-cow movements to warm up the spine. And last round, coming back to a neutral spine. Slowly bringing the bum onto the heels as we send the chest down towards the mat, finding a nice gentle child's pose. Allowing the forehead to meet the mat. Maybe we rock the head from right to left, allowing the forehead to have a bit of a massage. Or maybe we just find some nice stillness here in this child's pose. Maybe taking this moment to set an intention for your practice. Mine is just to be here and to be present. Nice big inhale. We're slowly walking the hands towards the knees. Just sitting upright, closing the eyes off. One more nice big collective inhale. Exhale, we drop the hands back in front of us, tabletop, flipping the toes. We're sending those hands right back to those knees, sitting on top of those toes, giving those feet a nice stretch. If this is too intense for you, feel free to come off the toes at any time. Nice big inhale as we reach the arms nice and tall. Imagine someone grab hold of those wrists at the top, and we're pulling you like taffy. Nice big stretch. And as we exhale, we drop the hands beside the knees and put the weight into our feet as we lift the knees off the ground, sending the heels down, booty to the sky, forward fold at the end of our mat. Grabbing hold of opposite elbows as we find a few moments of stillness here in our forward fold. Nice big inhale, we root to rise, bringing the arms all the way up with us and down through heart center. Shifting the weight front and back and eventually distributing the weight into our left foot to bring that right foot up. 90-degree angle, give a nice flex within that right foot as we've got it lifted, really activating that right leg. Nice, dropping the hands to the sides and taking one round of breath, maybe with the eyes closed, testing the balance here. Extending the leg all the way long. Nice. Tapping into the breath. One more nice big inhale here. As we exhale, we drop the right leg down. Exhale, we hinge at the hips to forward fold, allowing it all to fall down towards the mat. Slowly, we walk the hands all the way out to find our downward facing dog, sending the hips high. Energy of the heels are down towards the mat. We want to activate that core, sending the energy of the rib cage in towards one another, almost imagining we could wrap, or not wrap, but zip the rib cage up. Dropping the head between the shoulders, finding some stillness here in your downward facing dog. Noticing if you've locked out the knees, maybe taking a micro bend within those knees, protecting those joints. Nice big inhale, we look between the hands, stepping the right hand or right foot forward. Once we plant the right hand, we're going to prepare to sweep the left foot all the way through, finding that tree pose on the other side. Beautiful. Nice balance. We'll go ahead and flex that lifted leg, really activating the leg. And then maybe we test that balance, closing the eyes off. Bringing our attention back to the breath. Lifting the gaze, and maybe we extend the leg out long. Nice, guys, great balance. One more nice big inhale here. Maybe we lift the leg a little higher. And as we exhale, we slowly with control drop that left leg down, hinging in the hips as we forward fold, letting everything melt down towards the mat. Nice big inhale, we bring the hands to the shins, flat back. Exhale, we'll plant the hands down. We're gonna step back into our plank pose. So we've got wrists underneath the shoulders and imagining a really nice long clean line from the crown of the head down through the spine, through the hips and out the ankles. Beautiful. We're gonna lower all the way down to the belly as slow as we can. Nice big inhale to prepare. As we exhale, we slowly lower, keeping those elbows in towards the body, squeezing everything in. And when you get to the bottom, letting it all fall down, allowing one cheek to rest, allowing the hands just to come to their sides, and taking just a moment here, coming back to the breath, giving yourself a smile for showing up today. Slowly sliding the fingertips to the outsides of the shoulders, bringing the gaze to look forward. We're going to squeeze our thighs against the mat as we push the fingertips in towards the ground, bringing the heart to look forward, squeezing the bum at the top. As we exhale, we let it melt down. Inhale, we rise back up. You can make it a little bigger. Exhale, we melt. One more just like that. Make it as big as you'd like. And the exhale brings you back down. Hands come back underneath the shoulders. We push into the knees, tabletop. Flipping the toes, sending the hips high, downward facing dog. Coming back to the breath and finding some stillness here in our downward facing dog. As we inhale, we look between the hands, slowly walking tiptoe up to the top of the mat. And once we get there, grabbing hold of the hands behind the back until we can clasp the hands. And maybe they stay there just along the back, or maybe we start to send the arms away. Getting a really nice shoulder stretch. Releasing the hands, just bringing them back down to the mat. Slowly taking a bend in the knees until the bottom half of the body has found a chair position. And once the bottom half seems nice and stable, go ahead and lift the top half to find our full chair pose. Sinking the booty down, imagining a really nice deep angle between those knees. We look down and we can see those toes. Nice big inhale, we bring everything up nice and tall, heart shines forward. Exhale, we melt all the way back down, forward fold. Inhale, we bring it halfway. Exhale, we fold all the way down. Keeping the hands connected to the mat, we slowly bend in the knees, bringing the booty all the way down to the mat. And when we can't anymore, we'll just let it all fall, falling back onto our backs, bringing the knees into the chest. Giving ourselves a nice big squeeze. Maybe finding some stillness here, maybe rocking from right to left or front and back, giving the spine a bit of a massage. And releasing just the left knee out long onto the mat as we keep the right in. Taking the left hand to the left hip as we slowly start to make some circles with that right knee. Really nice and big, slow, controlled circles. Whatever pace you're moving, your last circle, cut that in half. Taking the right knee in the left hand, we are going to pull that knee over towards the left side, reaching the right arm out to a T, supine twist. Using your inhales to find some length, and as you exhale, sinking a little bit deeper into the space where you created the length. Your last round of breath here, using your exhale to bring everything back to the center, hugging both knees in. And as we exhale, switching, sending the right leg long, holding that left leg into the center, starting to create some really nice slow circles with that left knee. Really feeling it move through the whole hip joint, cutting that last circle speed in half, moving even slower. And the next time the knee's back in the center, grabbing hold of it with the right hand, pulling that left knee over to the right side, allowing that left arm to come out to a T, finding supine twist on the other side. Settling into the space here, coming back to the breath. Allowing your last breath to travel you back to neutral. Allowing both legs to extend out long, hands out to the sides. Closing the eyes off and bringing all of the attention just back to the breath. Just back to being here and present on our mats. Feeling the inhales and exhales rejuvenate the body after the movement. I welcome you to stay here for as long as you'd like, but I wanted to thank you for practicing with me, and I hope I'll see you in the next one.